Hello guys, my name is John Lewis. In this video, we are going to talk about posture and I'm going to show you 12 exercises to improve your posture. Having good posture is about more than looking good. It helps you to develop strength, flexibility, and balance in your body. As you work on your posture and become more aware of your body, you might even notice some imbalances or areas of tightness you weren't previously aware of. The number 1 is Child's Pose. This resting pose stretches and lengthens your spine, glutes, and hamstrings. The Child's Pose helps to release tension in your lower back and neck. To do this, sit on your shin bones with your knees together, your big toes touching, and your heels splayed out to the side. Fold forward at your hips and walk your hands out in front of you. Sink your hips back down toward your feet. If your thighs won't go all the way down, place a pillow or folded blanket under them for support. Gently place your forehead on the floor or turn your head to one side. Keep your arms extended or rest them along your body. Breathe deeply into the back of your rib cage and waist. Relax in this pose for up to 5 minutes while continuing to breathe deeply. Next is forward fold. This standing stretch releases tension in your spine, hamstrings, and glutes. It also stretches your hips and legs. Stand with your big toes touching and your heels slightly apart. Bring your hands to your hips and fold forward at your hips. Release your hands toward the floor or place them on a block. Don't worry if your hands don't touch the ground, just go as far as you can. Bend your knees slightly, soften your hips joints, and allow your spine to lengthen. Tuck your chin into your chest and allow your head to fall heavily to the floor. Remain in this pose for up to 1 minute. Cat-cow. Practicing cat-cow stretches and massages your spine. It also helps to relieve tension in your torso, shoulders, and neck while promoting blood circulation. Come onto your hands and knees with your weight balanced evenly between all 4 points. Inhale to look up, dropping your abdomen down toward the ground as you extend your spine. Exhale and arch your spine toward the ceiling and tuck your chin into your chest. Continue this movement for at least 1 minute. Next is the chest opener. This is especially useful if you spend most of your day sitting, which tends to make your chest move inward. Strengthening your chest also helps you stand up straighter. Stand with your feet about hip width apart. Bring your arms behind you and interlace your fingers with your palms pressing together. Grasp a towel if your hands don't reach each other. Keep your head, neck, and spine in one line as you gaze straight ahead. Inhale as you lift your chest toward the ceiling and bring your hands toward the floor. Breathe deeply as you hold this pose for 5 breaths. Release and relax for a few breaths. Repeat at least 10 times. High plank. The high plank helps you to develop balance and strength in your core and back, both important for good posture. Come onto all fours and straighten your legs, lift your heels, and raise your hips. Straighten your back and engage your abdominal, arm, and leg muscles. Lengthen the back of your neck, soften your throat, and look down at the floor. Make sure to keep your chest open and your shoulders back. Hold this position for up to 1 minute at a time. Side plank. You can use a side plank to maintain the neutral alignment of your spine and legs. From a high plank position, bring your left hand slightly into the center. Shift your weight onto your left hand, stack your ankles, and lift your hips. Place your right hand on your hip or extend it up toward the ceiling. You can drop your left knee down to the floor for extra support. Engage your abdominals, side body, and glutes as you maintain this pose. Align your body in a straight line from the crown of your head to your heels. Look straight ahead of you or up toward your hand. Hold this pose for up to 30 seconds. Repeat on the opposite side. Downward facing dog. The downward facing dog pose helps to relieve back pain, while also strengthening and aligning your back muscles. Practicing it regularly helps to improve posture. Lying with your stomach on the floor, press into your hands as you tuck your toes under your feet, and lift your heels. Lift your knees and hips to bring your sitting bones up toward the ceiling. Bend your knees slightly and lengthen your spine. Keep your ears in line with your upper arms or tuck your chin all the way into your chest. Press firmly into your hands and keep your heels slightly lifted. Remain in this pose for up to 1 minute. Next is the thoracic spine rotation. This exercise relieves tightness and pain in your back while increasing stability and mobility. Come onto all fours and sink your hips back down to your heels and rest on your shins. Place your left hand behind your head with your elbow extended to the side. Keep your right hand under your shoulder or bring it to the center and rest on your forearm. Exhale as you rotate your left elbow up toward the ceiling and stretch the front of your torso. Take one long inhale and exhale in this position. Release back down to the original position. Repeat this movement 5 to 10 times. Repeat on the opposite side. Glute squeezes. This exercise helps to strengthen and activate your glutes while relieving lower back pain. Lie on your back with your knees bent and your feet about hip distance apart. Keep your feet about a foot away from your hips. Rest your arms alongside your body with your palms facing down. Exhale as you bring your feet closer to your hips. Hold this position for 10 seconds and then move them further away from your hips. Continue this movement for 1 minute. Do this exercise a few times per day. The last one is Pigeon Pose. The Pigeon Pose helps to stretch your sciatic nerve and quadriceps. Opening and stretching these places in your body makes it easier to correct imbalances in your posture. Come down on all fours with your knees below your hips and your hands a little bit in front of your shoulders. Bend your right knee and place it behind your right wrist with your right foot angled out to the left. Rest the outside of your right shin on the floor. Slide your left leg back, straighten your knee, and rest your thigh on the floor. Make sure your left leg extends straight back and not to the side. Slowly lower your torso down to rest on your inner right thigh with your arms extended in front of you. Hold this position for up to 1 minute. Slowly release the position by walking your hands back toward your hips and lifting your torso. Repeat on the left side.